And what's hilarious is this is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are gonna be pissed.
What happens when hype collides with hard numbers? When viral fame meets cold-blooded business decisions? And when one of women's basketball's most polarizing stars realizes the market has moved on? This week, a headline exploded across sports media. Not because of a game-winning shot, not because of a championship run, but because Angel Reese, once the face of college basketball swagger, appeared to lash out as major sponsorship conversations quietly collapsed around her. And at the center of it all, Caitlin Clark, a $5 million offer, a blunt rejection, and a growing divide that may be reshaping the future of the WNBA. Stay with us, because this story isn't a...
So, Ice Cube, you see the headline from TMZ. Sorry, Angel Reese, the $5 million offer was only for Caitlin Clark. Fuck. It's about to get ugly.
The spark came from an unlikely place, Ice Cube. In early coverage reported by TMZ Sports, Cube publicly confirmed that Caitlin Clark was offered a reported $5 million deal to join the Big Three League. The offer included not just salary, but ownership incentives and media opportunities. Then came the question TMZ asked him directly at LAX. Would Angel Reese receive a similar offer? Cube's answer was short, clear, and impossible to...
TMZ Sports caught up with Ice Cube himself at LAX this week. And the Big Three honcho said that there will be no deal put in front of Angel Reese anytime soon.
Within days of Ice Cube's comments being widely circulated by TMZ and Yahoo Sports, industry analysts began asking a difficult question. Was Angel Reese's commercial momentum slowing? Publicly available data shows Caitlin Clark's impact has been historic.
Explain that the snub wasn't personal, but it was business. That's all it is, business. Y'all gonna make it personal though. Just like y'all making it personal with Candace Parker. Y'all make it personal with anybody who does not lie and pretend like they are on the same level. That's all y'all gonna do. That's all y'all gonna do.
Sponsors don't invest in narratives. They invest in predictability. Clark's image, polished, controversy-free, media-trained, has become what brand safe. Angel Reese. Her brand was built...
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
Angel Reese's rise wasn't accidental. At LSU, she embraced the nickname Bayou Barbie. She leaned into swagger. She leaned into rivalry. And in 2023, her "you can't see me" gesture toward Caitlin Clark became one of the most viral moments in women's sports history. But that same intensity followed her into the pros.
Get her a Harold's Chicken membership. Mild sauce. Give Caitlin Clark all the mild sauce she want. She running Chicago, the queen of the rack. The biggest Barbie.
While Reese has repeatedly spoken about being unfairly targeted, she has also acknowledged the emotional...
What about Angel Reese? Would you think she could ball out? You know, she's pretty solid, you know?
Yeah, she's a great player. No, the thing with Caitlin Clark, it was just to unlock millions of dollars for the league because of her stardom, what our sponsors was telling us.
Right.
They didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese, so I don't know if we can make that. Same
So
offer.
I see. So, maybe an adjusted amount.
I think we can make that same offer because it won't have the same impact to the.
This was never officially a feud, but it became one. Clark stayed silent. Reese stayed visible. One strategy built dominance. The other built debate. According to multiple media reports, Clark's presence alone now accounts for a significant share of total WNBA attendance, a statistic frequently cited by league analysts and broadcasters.
Caitlin Clark. This was posted by Yahoo Sports. Ice Cube said Big Three doesn't have $5 million for Angel Reese like it did for Caitlin Clark. This is what Ice Cube had to say. This is directly from Cube himself.
As one executive told Yahoo Sports anonymously, viral doesn't always mean valuable. It's important to be precise. There is no public confirmation that Angel Reese was formally dropped by sponsors. However, multiple media outlets have reported that new endorsement momentum slowed following the Big Three comments. Deals weren't canceled. They simply didn't materialize. In contrast, Clark continued signing national campaigns, with brands emphasizing consistency, professionalism, and mass appeal. That contrast fueled online speculation and intensified scrutiny on Reese's public reactions. So where does the headline come from? Not from a direct insult, not from a public call-out, but from tone, timing, and perception. After the Ice Cube story spread, Reese posted and spoke about feeling silenced, being misjudged, the difference in how players are valued. She never named Clark directly, but the connection was obvious to fans and commentators. In modern sports media, implication often hits harder than accusation. That statement wasn't emotional. It was transactional. And in professional sports, transactions decide futures. This is not the end of Angel Reese's story. She's still young, still talented, still marketable. But the lesson is brutal and unavoidable. The WNBA is no longer just growing, it's monetizing. Reinvention is possible. Reputation repair is real. But the margin for error is shrinking. This wasn't about race. This wasn't about personality. And it wasn't about rivalry. It was about value, as defined by the market. Angel Reese didn't lose relevance. She lost leverage. And Caitlin Clark, she didn't win a feud. She won the business. Was Angel Reese misunderstood? Or simply outpaced? The court of public opinion is open. Subscribe for more deep dive WNBA investigations, because this story is far from over. Angel Reese was once positioned as one of the most marketable faces in women's basketball, a player whose swagger, confidence, and viral moments helped push the WNBA into mainstream conversation. But in recent weeks, her name has been pulled into a storm of controversy after reports emerged suggesting she reacted emotionally following the collapse of major sponsorship momentum, while Caitlin Clark's commercial value continued to skyrocket. What started as a business decision quickly became a cultural flashpoint, reigniting debates about value, perception, and power in women's sports. The situation escalated when Ice Cube, co-founder of the Big Three League, publicly confirmed through interviews with TMZ Sports and Yahoo Sports that Caitlin Clark had been offered a reported $5 million deal to join the league. When asked directly whether Angel Reese would receive a similar offer, Cube was blunt. He explained that sponsors viewed Clark as a guaranteed return on investment, while they did not express the same confidence about Reese. His explanation was framed strictly as business, but the public reaction was anything but neutral. Reese's omission from the deal instantly became headline news and triggered intense discussion online. In the days following those comments, fans and media observers began connecting dots. While there has been no verified report that Angel Reese was formally dropped by sponsors, multiple outlets noted a visible slowdown in new endorsement activity around her brand. At the same time, Caitlin Clark's impact was becoming impossible to ignore. League data and media reports showed massive spikes in attendance, jersey sales, and television ratings whenever Clark played. Her presence alone was credited with transforming previously overlooked games into sellout events, reinforcing why sponsors and leagues were prioritizing her. Angel Reese, meanwhile, spoke openly about feeling attacked and silenced, referencing the online harassment and threats she has endured throughout her career. In interviews, she emphasized resilience and personal strength, but her comments were widely interpreted as indirect shots at the unequal treatment she believed she was receiving compared to Clark. While Reese never directly attacked Clark by name, the timing and tone of her statements fueled the narrative of a brewing conflict, especially among fans who already viewed the two as rivals dating back to their NCAA championship clash. The contrast between the two stars has become symbolic of a larger shift in women's basketball. Caitlin Clark's brand is built on consistency, statistical dominance, and a carefully managed public image that sponsors see as low risk. Angel Reese's brand, by contrast, was built on emotion, edge, and cultural relevance, traits that drive engagement but can also make corporations hesitant. As Ice Cube himself stated, sponsors are not investing in vibes or viral moments. They are investing in numbers and stability. Ultimately, this story is less about personal animosity and more about a market correction happening in real time. Angel Reese did not lose her talent or her fanbase overnight, but she did lose leverage in a rapidly commercializing league. Caitlin Clark didn't win a feud, she won the business battle. And in today's WNBA, business decisions are shaping narratives just as much as performances on the court.